The government now says that opposition chief Raila Odinga had vested interests in the IEBC ballot papers printing tender.
National Assembly Majority Leader Aden Duale says this is the reason for what he claims manufactured, or what he calls manufactured accusations linking the president and his family to the Ghurair deal worth 2.5 billion shillings.
Jubilee lawmakers claim the NASA leader was promised 1 billion shillings to finance his campaign if he clinched the deal for a South African firm.
And as Ken Mijungu reports, the Jubilee party also wants Raila to explain his connection to Hamida Kibwana, one of those mentioned in the Chickengate scandal.
The allegations were brought out by Majority Leader Aden Duale, flanked by a number of Jubilee party members. The legislators took the war away from the IEBC to NASA's doorstep. They have their own set of concerns they want addressed.
So Ben Sach and Raila Odinga met Dr. Ezra Chiloba twice last year. And we want Ezra Chiloba to confirm that. Before the printing of the tender was floated. Chiloba, because of integrity issue, could hear none of the stories of Raila Odinga and his group. The options then were limited. They applied for the tender, this company applied for the tender and failed, and they challenged the tendering process in court.
Duale alleges that Raila met representatives of Pearl Media Holdings, a South African firm in Nairobi and South Africa, a number of times over the deal that could have seen them supply election material. Raila allegedly promised to help them secure the deal in return for campaign financing.
Odinga flew himself to South Africa last year twice, and he met them in a deal where they agreed to contribute at least 1 billion shilling to the code or NASA campaign kitty. But this could only succeed if he helped them secure the lucrative ballot printing tender from IEBC.
Duale also wants Raila to explain his relationship with Hamida Kibwana, a former election specialist with UNDP. She was also connected to the Chickengate scandal. Duale says Kibwana was expelled from Tanzania over her attempts to compromise an election. She is now an advisor to Raila.
And this morning, she represented and she appeared before the IEBC to represent the NASA presidential candidate.
The daggers are drawn, and it's your word against mine. However, the unsettling truth is that both of these teams are playing political games, and once again, the IEBC and specifically the Chief Executive Officer has been brought right in the middle of this. On Wednesday, the opposition accused the electoral body of playing to the tune of the executive by insisting on carrying on with the contract. The opposition accused President Kenyatta of midwifing the deal through his brother Mohoho Kenyatta. The opposition also called on the president to come clean on the deal and for the IEBC CEO Ezra Chiloba and Director of Voter Registration Immaculate Kasai to resign.
And if we already feel that there has been interference and that Uhuru Kenyatta is trying to control this, we are already causing problem in this country.
Pearl Media, a division of South Africa's Novus Holdings, lost the contract to Ghurair, which was later single-sourced by IEBC to supply the ballot papers. The storm began when a local daily published a picture of President Kenyatta with one of the Ghurairs, who they claim is the proprietor of the printing firm. Majid Said Ghurair is, however, the chair of the Dubai Chamber of Commerce and was in the country to meet with the Kenyan chapter chair, Kiprono Kitony. Kitony has since dismissed the allegations carried by the daily and asked for an apology.
Do we need another PR portal?
This evening, ODM, in a press statement signed by Junaid Mohammed, the Director of Elections, dismissed the Jubilee concerns as a deflection from the stinging issue, which is why the IEBC is insisting on using Ghurair and not any other company. ODM says this is mischievous and meant to influence the election. Ken Mijungu, NTV.